Hey everybody, how we doing? Well, as you can probably guess by the fact I had no video last week, Pepper has still not lambed. I think right now she's doing it just to spite me. I really have to be, I don't know. But she is bagging up a little, so I think she is going to lamb yet. The other one with her is not. Everybody else is doing fine. Got everybody in right now. They're about to put them back out to pasture again, but they've all been doing really well. And there's a little bottle guy and a little bottle girl. Yes, that's those two. Everybody's doing good otherwise. All right, today I got two things I want to cover in the video. Even though I don't have any new babies, I got two things to cover. One is Pepper and the other ewe there, they were here with everybody else. I wanted to get them out. I decided I wanted them separate. So the first part of today's video, we're going to cover catch pen. I think catch pens are so important because not only does it protect you, but it really protects the sheep. More than anything else, a good quality catch pen will protect your sheep so they don't get hurt. And I'm going to show you how I got those all sorted out by myself, real easy, no problems for anybody. It all comes down to the catch pen. So we're going to cover that. And when we get done with that, we're going to go out in the pasture. I'm about to turn these gals out anyway. Go out pasture, and I want to discuss a little bit with you on how I'm starting on my rotational grazing through my pastures here. I know I got a lot of new people that have subscribed since I redid all those pastures and stuff, so I thought it might be a good time to cover that. So to start, let me start you out with me sorting out in the catch pen. That's an easy for us, huh? Let's go, girls. Everybody in. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Up, up, up. Let's go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Come on. Everybody go. Everybody go. Get up there. Everybody. Everybody go. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Unfortunately, that's the easy. Everybody back. Oops, I didn't tie that off, did I? Let's go. All right, let's try it this way first. Where's the ones I want? Way in the back. Come on. You guys catch that one? I did. Who says they won't get off their feet, right? I got her that time. Hang on, let me get the camera straight. It's a little dangerous working around in there. All right, hang on a second. Now what we're gonna do, same one every time once by. Let's take these girls. They got rid of a lot of babies, that's nice. There's part of them. Now let's see if we can do this again without getting hit in the face, huh? They missed me last time. I think they got you guys, not me. Who wants to come next? You know what? We're going to do this a little different. All right. Now we're going to try it this way. Come on, Blackie, move. Oh, that was sweet. That worked out really well. All right. Let's let these guys out. There we go. And guess what? I only got 3 left. The 2 I want, and 1 mom with a baby. There goes Hell. Yeah, there's everybody. Now I need to make a decision. I got my 2 single ewes I wanted, and I got a mom and a baby. I could almost leave mom and baby there, but I think I want to put them back. So hang you back up, hang on. All right, now I'll take them whichever way I get them. Mom and baby or the 2 singles, I don't care. And I got the 2 singles. That's the jumper. That's the one that about ran over you guys a few times. You and me both. Now hang on a second. Now, gonna let these guys go outside. There you go, head out there. And we got them. Gonna be a real awkward video, ain't it? I bet there's gonna be all kind of weird stuff in this video, the way I was holding the cameras and trying to do this. But we got the job done. There's our last 2. B7 and her stocky little guy. Boy, he's a stocky little thing, ain't he? And there's our last ones to head out. I'll tell you what, this was a really good sign of why you need solid walls on a catch pen. If they got a fence, they're going to try to go through. That little one in there tried what? Maybe 3 times, tried to go over this, but couldn't go over it, and just kind of just ran into it. But she was trying, but she couldn't make it. A wire fence, they just keep hitting that wire fence thinking somehow they can go through the holes and somebody's going to get hurt. Of course, the way it is, you guys almost got hurt. Well, as you can see, with a good catch pen, sorting is a lot easier and it's a lot safer, even with a jumper. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to talk to Rick. He's the one that sold me that jumper. Hey, before I turn them out, one thing I want to talk to you about really quick, and then we'll get on to them. A new YouTube channel. Got a friend that I met through the Painted Desert Sheep Registry. Lee lives down close to all the people down in Texas where he can see those. He started doing YouTube videos. It's Piney Oak Homestead. You'll find a link in the description to his channel. Lee has the advantage living down there. He can go talk to the people that are some of the bigger breeders in the Painted Desert Sheep Registry. If you watch his videos, you'll get a good chance to see some of these big farms, some of the big breeders, hear them, and hear things they've got to say. I've got the feeling his videos are going to be really informative. I told him I'd put a link in here so you guys can go subscribe to him. He's just put his first video out. He told me part 2 to that video probably will come next week or so. So go to his channel, watch that video, and then subscribe so you don't miss the second one. All right, let me turn these gals out quick. And we'll discuss what I'm doing as far as rotating my pastures. Now they've been in this pasture, started there earlier this year. You ready, girls? Who's last? Come on, Tammy. There, get the little ones out there. All right, we've got them out there. Let's talk about my pastures a little bit. Like I said, a lot of new people. So what I set mine up, and I did mine differently than a lot of people do. A lot of people put out the electric net or put out the poly tape or the poly rope electric, and then they just move the fence every day or every other day. I don't like doing that. I took a lot more time last summer putting up my fences, but now I put them into that pasture. I just open the gate. They're going to be there for a day or two, and I'm going to move them over to here. I'm just going to open the gate. That's all I've got to do. Every pasture, there's the alleyway all the way down here. That alleyway goes all the way to the end. And well, here you can see in the overhead, there's the pastures. A, B, C, D, and E are lined up on one side, and then there's F and F2, because I have the ability to split that if I want or leave it open. The sheep just got put into pasture A. That's where I just put them now. When I started a few weeks ago putting them out, they were in A for 3 days. Then this is pasture B. I moved them over here for 3 days. And as you can look on the map, pasture C, D, E, F, and then finally over here, the other F pasture, 3 days in here. So every pasture got 3 days. Now, they're probably only going to get 2 this time around because the grass won't grow. It was 35 degrees this morning. It's supposed to be 35 and frost tomorrow morning yet. We're in May and I'm still getting frost in 30s. 10 days, 2 weeks ago, we had a stretch of days at 85, 90 every day. But now we're still cold. We've had rain. I just got another rain. We had a couple nice rains. That helps out. Had a real late snow, so we're getting some moisture. I just need some warm weather to get the grass to grow. So they're there now, 2 days, all the way around, and A, B, C, D, E, F, and F. So that should give me, what, 8 or 9 days, and I'll be back around again. By that time, we should start to be getting some growth, I'd like to think. You can also see on here, there's pastures numbers 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2 is what I usually use for the rams, and I don't know if you can be able to see way out in the distance. There's the rams are way down there in pasture 1 right now. I move them back and forth between 1 and 2. I had to use in pasture 3 to start with, but for a little bit when I was first starting, but now I'm going to leave it alone. I'd like to be able to get by on these other pastures. If I leave that one alone, then later in the season, I can move rams over to pasture number 3. Plus, when I start weaning later, I should have some ram lambs left from weaning. And that way with 3 pastures for rams, I can put the weaned ones in one and then put the bigger rams in another. And I don't have to put them all in the same pasture. So that's how I do mine. I don't move the fences every day the way some of the people do you see on the internet. Instead, I'd rather open the gate and just turn them out like this and let them have it for a couple days and then just close the gate and open the other gate. To me, it's easier. I had to go to a lot more work putting the fence up, but I like doing it this way. For me, I think it's just a lot easier that way. Now, I do still feed them some alfalfa. My usual thing in the morning is I get up, I got 3 bottle babies to feed. I'll feed the bottle babies, and once they're done, I open the gate and turn the ewes out to whatever pasture we're doing that. Late in the day when I come back to do chores in the afternoon, when I bring them in, feed them a little bit of grain, now I like to feed them just a little bit of alfalfa. And the main thing is I've got 2 round bales. I've still got, quite a bit left on 2 round bales left. So I figured I might as well feed it anyway. And what's interesting is I'll feed grain in the morning, or excuse me, in the evening, I feed them the grain. Then I go over and feed the rams and get ready to get some hay out. And by the time I do that, you go over to the hay rack and it's full of lambs. The lambs are all standing by the hay rack waiting for the alfalfa. So that's great. I mean, if they're out here, they're eating some grass now, but when I go, they've got some alfalfa they eat, and then I throw some grain in a special creep area for them. So they can always go get grain later. But that's the way I do them. And I lock them in every night. I do not have, my perimeter fences are all this, 4-foot goat and sheep. The electric is only on the inside. I don't have, or haven't had, I'd knock on wood, but I don't have any wood posts close by, a predator problem. But there's a house over here, there's a house there, there's a house over here, there. My daughter and son-in-law, their house is there. You figure, well, I got a lot of houses. But at the same time, probably can't see it, but there's a house on the hill over there, and that's about a ½ mile from here. Last winter, all the cattle went through the fence. Normally, calm cattle all went right through the fence, and they had to find them down. Well, they had the game parks out, and they finally determined they had a mountain lion. Yeah, I know, I'm in eastern Nebraska, and we do have mountain lions. They not often, but you see them. I've seen pictures from just down over the hill, down the river down there, trail cam pictures. I used to spend a lot of time hunting down there. Bobcats, used to see those all the time, coyotes and this and that too. But so far I've been lucky, haven't had a problem, but I do like to bring everybody in at night. Once they get in the real heat of the summer and the lambs are off, I've already weaned them because I'll probably wean here at the end of June. So by late July or August when it's getting real hot, then a lot of times, now I let the ewes stay out at night, and the main reason is it's too hot for them during the day. So they'll go out for a few hours, but it's funny, even right here now, I just put them out. They're going to stay there an hour or two, and they're going to go back, and pretty soon they're going to be back in the barn. They're going to be like laying under the barn and taking it easy, and then pretty soon they get up and everybody heads back out again. That's kind of the way they do it. So I think they tend to like the close ones. It's a long walk out to the other one, but they make the run. So that's how I've set up my pastures. If you have any questions, you know, leave me a comment, ask questions. I'll be glad to answer what I've done. Just because I did it doesn't mean it's going to work for you. I mean, I found there's a lot of people in a lot of different parts of the countries. Everything's around the country, everything's different. And I know I got a lot of people from comments in other countries around the world that are watching, and it's definitely going to be different for people like that. So, but if you got any comments, leave me a comment. Got a question, be sure to answer it. That's kind of how we got things going here. And if Pepper ever breaks loose and gives me a lamb, we'll see. Maybe next week. If we don't have anything going next week, you know Pepper's still holding her legs crossed and she's not giving me anything, so we'll see what happens. Otherwise, see you next week or the week after.